And welcome back. People will be having a stomping good time on the lakeshore this weekend as wine lovers tip their glasses at Algoma's Wet Whistle Wine Festival.
Yeah, always a great time. Joining us now is Deb Polster from the festival committee. Deb, great to see you again. For me, it's been a while, so it's great to see you again.
Yes, wonderful to reunite with you again, Paul. Thank you for this coverage.
Yeah, absolutely. Tell us a little bit about this weekend. Obviously, lots in store for folks.
Yes, Wet Whistle Wine Festival is happening in Algoma. It's our 18th year. It's a collaborative effort among the Community Improvement of Algoma, Von Steele Winery, and also our Volunteer Fire and Rescue Department.
Now, tell us about one of the really fun things to do is the Grape Stomp. Tell us about that.
Yes, we have the Grape Stomp happening along with live music, heritage foods that are served by the fire department, and also locally produced wine. But definitely the Grape Stomp is a lot of fun. People can come out on Saturday. So the event is Friday and Saturday, but Saturday we'll have the Celebrity Grape Stomp where you will be there along with Melaine and Jordan. And then people can sign up throughout the day to stomp. So if your name is drawn, you get to stomp grapes and have the audience cheer you on and possibly win some wine, free wine.
And also people can sign up to stomp, not just the celebrity stomp.
Yes, all throughout the day on Saturday.
All right. When do they need to show up if they want to participate in that way, Deb?
Okay, so the event is happening on Saturday from 10 a.m. until 6 p.m. And we'll have the celebrity stomp at 11 o'clock and 11:20, and then throughout the afternoon we'll have stomps. There's 3 different stomps happening with the grand stomp off at 4:30 p.m.
So that's not just the only thing going on. What else can people expect?
People can expect to... well, first of all, we have people actually come in costumes for this event. We don't ask them, or they'll dress up in a designer shirt. So we have all kinds of wine that's happening on the grounds, the live music, as I mentioned, heritage foods. We also have some wine tasting, complimentary wine tasting happening at the winery. I have some wines here that are going to be tasted. The Oktoberfest and Naughty Girl will be on the grounds. And then Von Steele is going to be tasting their cherry hard cider at the winery. And it's made from, guess where? Door County cherries. So there'll be plenty to do both on the festival grounds and at the winery all through that weekend in Algoma on Friday and Saturday.
I can't wait to see what costume Shelley shows up in. I'm excited for that.
So
one of the nun costumes. I'll be one of the nuns.
Yes. Well, and Jordan's actually devising something, so we'll see what happens.
I'm sure he is. So for those for those folks out there who aren't big wine fans, there's obviously some other options available too.
There is. Besides Von Steele Winery, which is local, and also the continuously licensed winery in the state of Wisconsin, by the way, we also have Anapee Brewery.
Nice.
And so we will be serving their Oktoberfest right on the grounds.
Now, this is going for a good cause. What are you raising money for?
Okay, the cause is for the Community Improvement of Algoma, which helps with beautification and historic preservation projects within the city of Algoma. We also have the Volunteer Fire and Rescue Department, who are also benefactors of this, and they use the money for essential equipment. And right now their project is to install the fire trucks and the rescues with backup cameras.
Okay, well, thank you so much for joining us. And of course, the Wine Stomping Festival is tomorrow and tonight. Actually, it starts tonight and goes into tomorrow at the festival grounds in Algoma and at Von Steele Winery. Tonight from 5 to 9 and tomorrow from 10 to 6. Tonight is free. Tomorrow is $10. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for this opportunity.
We'll be right back.